Now, as the Ragin Gators win the face-off back and sent up the boards, they gain the zone out of the reach of the Gators. Fisher on the Legion sends it hard around. Slapped up the boards by Campbell for the Legion. Out of the zone. Brought back for just a minute. And then for sure, Carter Hodges with it, battling along the boards against Campbell. Centering pass, shot taken. And that is gobbled up by Fred Solomon, I believe, is in net for the Legion. Maybe. It depends on what that number on that sleeve says that I can't read. As we have a shoe tie going on. Important. Definitely want to make sure that happens. And Aker still getting his glove on as the pass came to him. And turn and shoot. And that was blocked by the glove of Campbell for the Legion. And Legion have it in the corner, take it behind the net, walking around looking to center. Campbell with a good stick, pokes it ahead for Hagel. And he runs it in, gains his own for the Legion, taken off his stick by Zach Cozine. It ends up in the corner. Trey Aker gets to it, passes it ahead for Hodges. Hodges will run it up the boards, losing the handle to Dunn though. Dunn centering pass over to his defenseman partner. And brought up out of the zone. And the Gators regain possession. Tyler McCaw has it along the boards. Takes a nice little passy pass to himself. And all the sticks get in the way, preventing a shot attempt by the Gators. As the Legion do clear it out. Comes down and across. Now Cody Ball with it. Sends it ahead. Almost out of the reach of Tyler McCaw, but he regained control. Takes it down into the corner. And passing it up. High slot. And Fandrick for the Legion does well to get it out of the zone. Sends it over to John Sadler. He's got it along the boards. Poked off his stick. He'll keep it in. Gets to it. Sends it hard across. Goes down. Almost into the corner. Not so much, but Fandrick does well to protect it along the boards in the corner. Centering pass, shot taken by John Sadler. Didn't get a whole lot on it. It went wide. And then another shot taken. And that was gobbled up by James Polk for the Gators. That was a shot attempt by number 48, Josh Monreal. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Move the face-off over to here now. 7 minutes and 29 seconds left in period number 1. If you weren't with us yesterday, what the heck was your problem? Man, did we have a great opening day. That was awesome. As the Legion win it back. However, Aker for the Gators, bringing it in all alone, takes a shot and a good save by Solomon. Goes over into the corner, comes up to the point, and a bouncing ball bounces just past the goalie. That shot came from the point. And the Legion bring it up, and it looks like we might have a tripping call here. Or offsides, they say. No trip. Mitch Salzberg in the face-off for the Legion. Does not win it. That goes to Garrett Pfeiffer as Aker slams it down in the corner. And by slamming, I mean sends. Legion sending around the net to the corner. So Northeim had it, and a shot taken from just over the blue line by the Gators. Another shot, wrister on net, gets sticked aside by Solomon and goes into the corner. Sent up the boards. Kept in the zone. And Pfeiffer with a shot, goes wide. And Saman for the Legion, pressuring. Takes it away from the Gators. Sent up. And now pass off the stick of J.J. McCaw. Goes to the Legion, but Gators do well to recover. In the corner, walking forwards, got time and space. Laying there, wide open, blocker save. What a good shot from Carter Hodges, but a better save from Solomon on the Legion. My goodness. That was close. He had wide open space. Just got that arm over there. And Legion doing pretty well defensively. However, the Gators got him pinned in here. Not enough for a change. It did come out of the zone. Gators do have to tag up. They do. Legion will get their change that they desperately needed. And so will the Gators. As Pfeiffer brings it back into his own end. The Gators seem to have finished their changes now. Here comes Tyler McCaw with it for the Gators. Walking it in. Running it in, I should say. Pressured by Campbell. The centering pass goes up and through everybody and out of the zone. Cozy will chase it down. And send it back up. He finds a waiting Steven Dinger, who gets robbed of the ball. Pass sent across. Just out of the reach of Alex Garay. And now the Gators pick it back up. I do believe that's Carter Hodges with it. Passing to Dinger. Sent across. Only the Legion are there. Batted out of the zone. Cozy sending it across. Up the boards it goes. Here comes McCaw. Tries to wrist one. That gets deflected behind the net. Campbell will pick it up for the Legion. Sends it up the board. Cozy keeps it in. Tries to send it back down. Campbell there to pick it up. Off the boards. Shoves it all the way down in, and Legion are going to get a change. And, ooh, Legion with a shot. Just kind of rolls on net. Easy stop for James Polk. And that came from Corey Cambry. I hope I'm saying that right, too. Bart Parker says, good morning, everyone. Well, good morning, Bart Parker. I don't think it's telling me how many people are in the chat, but right now it looks like it's just you and me. Still, I hope you enjoy this game. I am. As the Gators grab it, bring it over the red line, bring it over the blue line, gain the zone. Comes down along the boards, dropping it back. However, Colton Marshall there to pick it up for the Legion, but not able to clear it out of the zone. As Garrett Pfeiffer keeps it in, sends it around behind the net, into the corner. Legion take it and send it up. And Pfeiffer keeps it in only for a moment as it's batted out by Primera for the Legion. The Gators will retreat behind their net. We got 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in period number 1. Scoreboard is accurate, which means 0-0. And sent across. Oh, making all the moves. Here comes the Gators. And it's a loose ball right in front of the net. Nobody could get their stick on it. Oh, my gosh. Players falling down. Goalies falling down. Ball just rolling on by. No goal. Oh, you know Gators are not liking that. And Legion will send it down. That'll be an icing. And a good icing to take as they were penned in. And that got a little hairy. It's time for a shave. My goodness. Bart Parker asking, did you start early? No? No, we didn't. 9 a.m. I mean, the stream started early, yes. Stream started about 8:50. Shot taken from the Gators from the blue line. That was Cody Ball. And it went wide. Gators have it now in the corner. Walking it forward, centering it across. For Pfeiffer, looked like, yeah, his shot did not find it. Try to pass back to him. Stelzel there with a good stick. Preventing the pass from completing. Behind the net, they'll battle. That's Pfeiffer. Andrew Gullett. Sent over for Carter Hodges. He'll have it along the boards. He's got a little bit of time and a lot of bit of space. Sent behind the net. Aker will get to it. Center's right. Point blank was Pfeiffer. Unguarded, whatever you want to call it. The shot just went wide. And a wrist attempt from Cody Ball. Does not find its way through. Legion send it up and ahead and out of the zone. And they'll get some changes again. As Justin Hodges sends it around the boards. Comes up into neutral for the Legion. John Sadler with it. And he got his pocket picked by Carter Hodges. Takes it back for the Gators. Centers out. Gators drop it back. Shot from the blue line goes high and wide. Up into the netting, falls down in the corner. Now Dinger with it, sends it around to the other corner. As Legion battle for it. Back to the other corner. Along the boards. McCaw sends it. Saman there. Good pass up to Sadler. However, robbed in the neutral zone. Taken back. The Gators take it. Shot deflects wide into the corner. And send it behind the net for, I believe that's Dinger back there. Another wrist shot. Doesn't find its way through the slot. And here comes Fandrick now. Walking it in. Takes a sharp angle shot. And goalie gobbles that one up. Easy stop for James Pope. How's everybody feeling out there? Oh, hey, look, the floor. We got 33 seconds left, by the way. Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to have to deal. As the Gators win the faceoff. Anderson takes it behind the net, sends it up the boards. Legion keep it in. Dinger lobs it out. Out it comes, past Brandon Fisher. They'll battle. Fisher drops it back, plays it off the boards to himself, brings it back in. 15 seconds. He lobs one, goes over the net, ends up in the corner. And there's Cozine battling for it. Battle of the tens. And sent right back down. 2 seconds left. That'll do it for the period. And I thought it was Solomon this whole time. Well, if you are Schaefer, my bad. All right. As period number 2 is underway. Dunn sends it up. Cozine with it for the Gators. He'll send it back down. That'll be an ice. And we'll bring the face-off down here. Charlie Dew says, Paxton Dew says, go daddy. Levi's not on the rink at the moment. There he is. He's on the bench. I see him. Out there. Bar Parker says, hoping for great games today. Hopefully everyone is rested. I guarantee you no one is rested. Dallas. The Dallas Marksmen are rested. Because they ain't even playing this weekend. As Pfeiffer brings it in for the Gators. They'll walk it forward. Loses the handle, unfortunately. And Primera there to capitalize on that. Take it away. However, Gators retain possession. Lose it out of the zone, then regain possession. For a moment, Cozine's pass attempt blocked, bounces into the corner. He does get to it, but Dunn picks it up for the Legion. Sends it down into the corner. Tries to get back to Dunn. Good block by Cozine. Cozine with it in the corner now. Sends it hard, not hard, soft around the net. Up to the point. Legion wrist one towards the net. Cozine will pick it back up in the corner. Dunn pressuring. And sent up. McCaw with it now for the Gators. Runs it by us. Gets it in. Eric Stelzel there for the Legion to pressure. Puts him along the boards, but McCaw protects it well. And Legion play it up as we got a stick flying in the air. Sometimes that happens. Shot kind of hit the side of the net, kind of hit the side of the goalie's foot. No goal. And I believe we have a delayed penalty. That is no longer delayed. See what the call is. Alrighty. So that will be a penalty against Josh Monreal for interference, number 48 on the Legion. That'll be in relation to that stick flying up in the air. It happens. You just you take your licks and keep on ticking. As we got a wrist shot right off the face-off, results in the first goal of the game from Carter Hodges. And the Gators score first. Power play goal. Let's get the official call. All right. So Garrett Pfeiffer wins the face-off back to Carter Hodges, 22-14, and that puts the Gators on the board, striking first. Your score 1-0. Power play goal. Now we got a hockey game, folks. 8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in our second period. And the Legion win the face-off. However, Gators there to pick it up and go directly offsides. So we'll bring that face-off right back out. Over here, I guess. Whee! All right. Pfeiffer wins it back to himself for the Gators. Gains the zone, immediately loses the handle, and then it's rolled out of the zone. Justin Hodges sends it over. And then it's sent ahead for Carter Hodges, who drops it back, and then it's batted out of the zone by the Legion, and that'll go all the way down for an ice. So we'll bring our camera all the way back down for a face off. Good movie, by the way. Face Off. Just saying. Ridiculous premise, but a decent movie. This is good acting. As the Gators win the face-off, they get tangled up in the feet. Goes behind the net by the Legion, and a sharp angle behind the goal line. Little kind of shoddy stuff thing. It's the pad of the goalie and comes rolling up. As the Gators send it across, send it down. Campbell there bats it against the wall. It's kept in by Cody Ball, and then a shot, another shot taken by the Gators, gives them one more. I couldn't see the number. We'll get the name here in a minute. I think that was Dinger. We'll find out.
14 from 55.
All right, I was completely wrong. That was Carter Hodges, number 14, assisted by Cody Ball, number 55. That's number 2 for the Gators. I appreciate the heads up on the periods. That has been corrected. It's still a new system for me, folks. Oh my goodness, as the Legion goalie, I do believe that's Schaefer. Kind of fanned on his clearing attempt there, almost rolled in the back of the net. Another one shot on net from Creighton. Does not make it in. And the Legion finally clear it out. It's all the way down. Is that another icing? No. No ice. They send it across. Aker sends it ahead. Back to Aker off the boards. He gets around Garay. Brings it in the zone. Gets caught up in the feet of Brandon Fisher. And he'll bat it up along the glass, out of the zone, all the way down. Will that be an ice this time? Yes, I believe so. Yep.
should, if he doesn't have a reasonable ability to get to it. Over here,
As the Gators win the face-off behind the net. A battle for it along the boards. I do believe that's Colton Marshall for the Legion that came up with it. Walks it up, chips it ahead, gets to the point, sent right back down behind the goal line from Levi Dew. Up to Alex Garay. She bats it behind Dew. Comes down, and then Dunn puts on the Jets. Gets to it, kept in the zone. And now Aker with it, takes a shot from the blue line. Ooh, good little piece of the pad there by the goalie. Pfeiffer walking it forward, drops it back. Comes back to Cozy, and he'll wrist one. Goes off the backboards, rolls to the goalie. He gets his glove on it, gets that whistle.
Eric, well, up here. Is Schaefer in net? What? Is that Schaefer in net? Thank you.
All right, clarification. We got Schaefer in net as that hops up on the faceoff right into his glove. Bob Parker says, looks like Gators have found their niche. That's right. Looks like it. 2-0, 5:41 left in the second. Faceoff comes back to Dinger. And he sends it to Pfeiffer, and that gets batted away from him by Primera. Goes down into the corner. Gators still have it. Send it behind the net, back to Pfeiffer, back over to the corner for Hodges. And battling for it at the dot. Hodges with it. And that gets batted up along the boards, kept in the zone. Sent back down low. Pfeiffer with it. He's got Cozing calling for it. And he'll send it across for Hodges. Carter Hodges. Back to Pfeiffer in the center. Just rolls off his stick. Now here come the Legion. That's Hagel. And he'll send it down. The Gators will pick it up. And sent across to the far boards. Here comes Sadler. John Sadler centering. Nobody there for the Legion. And then Stelzel keeps it in. Sends it back down low. Monreal sends it through the crease. Nobody there as well. Sadler takes a shot. Deflects behind the net. Now it's just kind of rolling around for people. Along the boards, they battle. And the ball's bouncing everywhere. They'll battle for it. Pfeiffer doing well to protect. Keeps possession. As Monreal lost his stick. They'll go for a change. Pfeiffer goes behind his net. As the Gators look for a change. Sadler pressuring. Pfeiffer gets it over to Dinger. Just under 4 left. His pass attempt not find its way through, and a shot taken by Fandrick. I think Pfeiffer fell on it. Fell on the ball there. Preventing the ball from going anywhere. Generally what happens when you fall on it. Generally, not all the time. Just ask a goalie. Don't always happen. The ball's batted out of the zone all the way back down. That will not be an icing. As Brenton Creighton did not want it to be an icing. He ran after that. Sadler, though, took it away for just a moment. Comes back for Aker for the Gators. Sends it ahead for McCaw. Batted off his stick, and in doing so, the Gators go offsides. There's Eric Stelzel. He just wanted to say hello as he was going back to the bench. So we got 3:14 left in the second period. Scores 2-0. Period is updated to the second. Thank you again for that. I'll need the reminders, folks. It's early. And it's new. And here comes Aker with a shot. Good stop by Schaefer, all up on the doorstep. The Legion eventually clear it out. Good defensive plays going on there as Cody Ball protects it along the boards for the Gators. Got Dunn stick tied up. But the Legion eventually do get it off the board, but it comes right back to Aker for the Gators. He'll walk it in and just kind of center one, and that's sticked aside by Schaefer. Now Campbell with it. Sending it up the boards. And Aker there to get it back again. Ball did not come out of the zone. The Gators still onside. Pfeiffer just comes off the bench. All by himself. Couple of shots blocked by Schaefer. Find their way to Schaefer. Does not let them pass him. Done with it now. Gains the zone. Backs up. Chips ahead. Will chase down. Gets it in the corner. Dinger there to pressure. Sent behind the net. And then batted off his stick by Hodges. Now Dinger sends it up to the point. Kept in. Sent right back down behind the net. And then up the boards. Gators with it. Michael Delaney. Now here comes Pfeiffer. All alone. Gets it around Marshall, but Marshall gets to it first. In the corner. Sent up the boards, though. Now centering pass picked off. Brandon Fisher. Sends it ahead. Legion with it now. He'll dump it. Legion will get a change or two. And now Levi Dew. Putting on the Jets. Takes it up the board. Does not get past Fisher, though. Fisher sends it to Garay. She tries to get it ahead for Corey Cambry. Just goes right past him. And a turn shot taken. Good look from Monreal. Good, better block. And then eventually a cover from James Polk. Preventing Legion from getting on the board. 56 seconds left in our second period. Gators playing a very, very balanced defensive, offensive game here. Legion doing pretty good as well, but their defense just isn't fully up to meet the offense of the Gators, as reflected on the scoreboard. This is where you say, well, yeah, Captain Obvious. What else are you going to say? I'm going to say your score's 2-0. Look at the scoreboard. As the Legion win the face-off back, goes through everybody, but Fisher gets there on the boards. Sends it back, blocked off blocked by Carter Hodges. Doesn't go anywhere. Now brought back in by Aker. Back to Hodges. Hodges with a wrister goes high of the net. Falls down behind it. McCaw throws it to the center. Fisher there to get it. He'll send it ahead. I believe that's Corey. That's not Corey. It's Josh Monreal, but the Legion go offside, unfortunately. As words are said, faces are frowned, and face-offs are determined where they're going to be. Okay, here we go. And who's going to give them? And the Gators win the face-off back. It's chipped all the way down and ahead. Romero gets to it. He'll send it around the net. That'll get picked up by Andrew Gullett. Sent up the boards. Centering pass. Back to Hagel. He gains the zone, walks it in, gets around everybody, and then takes a spill right at the top of the crease. And the Gators will take possession. And then it's sent up the boards, and that'll be an... As period number 3 is underway, the Gators win the faceoff. Pfeiffer had it for a moment, sends it over to Dinger. Dinger back to Kozing. Kozing looks like he's going to pass it across to his defensive partner. And then it's sent up the boards down where Eric Stelzel will get to it. Dylan Campbell's got it along the boards, chips it up the boards. And Dinger there reads it well, walks it in, backhands one, goes wide. Comes over, I think that's Hodges. That is Hodges. Protecting well along the boards. Sends it over, drops it for Dinger, who centers, goes all the way through everybody. But Kozine back to get it at the red line. Wrists one down low, goes behind the net. Dinger will pick it up, battle for it with Stelzel, and then take a spill. That is not a trip, the refs determine. As Kozine now takes a shot from the neutral zone, does not find its way through. Glove down by Stelzel, taken by Dinger. And he'll wrist another one over into the corner. As Pfeiffer gets it up to the point. Back to Pfeiffer. He'll wrist one right into the glove of Schaefer as he says no to that shot. Josh Monreal will take the face-off for the Legion, going against Tyler McCall. And Monreal wins it back. And sent over to the near boards, rolls right on net to the crease. And Aker does well to keep it over there behind the net before the Legion can try to clear it out. And Solomon, or not Solomon, Saman, sorry Saman, he had it for a moment. And anyway, it's lobbed up and out of the zone by the Legion. They'll come all the way down. No icing, they say, as Justin Hodges comes down to get it. He's got a lot of space and a bit of time. Sends it up the boards to Aker. 8 minutes remaining in period number 3. 8 minutes, 5 seconds for you anal retentive people. As it does roll out of the zone. And now here comes the Legion. Josh Monreal walks it. Wrist one goes high. Ends up on the near boards. Squirts up the boards. Kept in by Andrew Gullett. And centering pass for Sadler. It's bouncing everywhere and lands right in the lap of James Polk, who looks down, shuts the legs, gets that whistle. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee, as Goofy would say. For you Disney folk, I guess. Do kids even know about Goofy these days? I haven't seen anything with Goofy in it in a good while. If they don't, that's sad. Goofy's awesome. I'm just saying. And the face-off is taken control of by the Gators. Sent ahead. And gets through, and now McCaw putting on the Jets. Chases it down into the corner, gets to it. Pressured, sent up the boards. Now here comes Northeim for the Legion. He lobs it out of the zone. And then it's pushed even farther into the zone by the Legion. And Northeim now tries to wrist one. I don't know if his shot was blocked or if he didn't get a whole lot on it. Either way, it didn't go very far. And now Dinger brings it back the other way for the Gators. Pressure by Campbell. Comes over, and now here comes Carter Hodges. Sends it up to the point for Dew. Levi Dew. His shot blocked and bounced out of the zone. Good defensive play by Northeim. And by good defensive play, I mean a good job just standing there in the way. I mean, that's what you want to do. But, you know, anyway, Dinger's got it for the Gators. Sent over. Here comes Pfeiffer now. Wrist one. Blocker saved by Schaefer. Goes over into the corner. And sent ahead, way ahead, through everybody. And an icing is determined. And that was cleared out by Primera for the Legion. As the Legion win it forward, Dunn races up to Cozing at the point. Cozing sends it to Dinger. His shot goes off the backboard, sits up on the side of the net. Schaefer's going to come out and slam that glove. Rich Rembis, welcome back. GM, whatever your name is, Mr. Announcer, great job. T-Town will be playing shortly. Well, thank you. My name is Chris. Nice to meet you, sir. And I appreciate the kind words. As Cozing takes a shot from the blue line. Oh, my goodness. The rebound laid there wide open for Hodges. His shot blocked by Campbell. Great play. Another shot taken. Deflected over into the corner. Legion and Gators battle for it. Gators tasting blood. Putting on all the pressure. Legion doing well with their defense. We got Pfeiffer going down. Hodges battles along the corner, brings it up, sends it back for Dinger. Dinger throws it up to Hodges, who sends one on net. Another good stop by Schaefer. Ball's bouncing over in the corner. It goes. Schaefer picks it up. for Dinger. Dinger protects. Centers through nobody, and then it's sent up and out. Good play by Tam Vo for the Legion. Cozing will chase it down. Legion gets some changes. So do the Gators. Hodges dumps it down in. Colton Marshall chases it, and we got a whistle for too many men for the Gators. That's right, we got 6 on the rink right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. My goodness, they just don't learn. So, Legion will get their first power play, and they'll see if they can capitalize on that. The way the Gators got the scoring started this game. The Legion have pulled their goalie, so they have 6 players on the rink. Win the face-off, it rolls right to the top of the crease. Nobody there to get the shot, though, unfortunately. Now Hagel takes a shot. Ooh, in and out of the glove of Polk, and then he slides out and pokes it away. Fisher keeps it back in. We're down low. Hagel gets to it. Sends it right to the slot. Shot taken. Does not get through. Another attempt by Salzburg. Does not find its way through. Still kept down low. And Monreal taking it behind the net. Centering pass goes right through its intended target. And now here come the Gators. Dinger. The Fisher with a good stick. Keeps it in. Sends it down low. McCaw gets to it. We got under a minute now. 55 seconds. And another centering pass. Dunn standing at the top of the crease. Cozing trying to clear him out. That ball's bouncing everywhere. Cozing hits it along the walls. Now here's Fisher with a slapper. Goes wide, comes up the boards. And that is kept in the zone by Marshall. Colton Marshall. And another! Rolling right towards the crease. It gets sent back down low. Hagel. That's not Hagel. My mistake. That's Monreal. Trying with it. And then we got a whistle. For something. Refs are going to talk about it. This player's going to do their thing. Played with a high stick. Looks like it was played with a high stick or batted down with a high stick. One or the other. And no penalty on the play. 25 seconds left. Dunn and Pfeiffer in the face-off. Pfeiffer wins it back. Cozing's going to whack one towards the empty net. Fisher back there. It went wide, and that's an icing that'll stop that clock. 21 seconds left. Now, you may be thinking this game's over. I'm telling you, 21 seconds is more than enough time to score 2 goals. Does require a bit of luck, though. But it ain't impossible. I seen it. I seen it happen. Will we see it happen today? Maybe. Maybe not. As Cozing lobs one up on the boards. Was that soft enough to not go icing? Yes, it was. Fisher gets to it. 12 seconds left. Up to Akers, sent across for Pfeiffer, looking for that empty netter. Does not get it as it goes wide. Hodges with it, walks it behind the net. They got no goalie. They wrap it around by Fisher. And that's number 3 for the Gators with 2 seconds left. Now you can pretty much call it. We're going to do a face-off just for formalities, but that's going to be it. Let's get the official call here. All right. So that is a goal scored by Carter Hodges, unassisted. That's number 3. As the ball drops, and as a send-off. And that's the game, folks. Your final score, 3-0 for the Shreveport Ragin Gators. That was uncalled for.